But the tricky part, and I got to give Damon Mills some credit here because he's been directing me on this last game we've been working on, and keeping track of, I didn't realize that subtly changing the voice for every single form was going to bite me in the ass later, and so keeping track of all that for like Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3, God mode red hair, God mode, and it's all real subtle different things, for like Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3, for like Super Saiyan 4.
Well, now that it is officially leaked by Sean Schemmel himself that we are getting Peak with Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the game, and he's already done the voice work for it, meaning that they already have the story in there. They already have Dragon Ball GT, whether it's going to be something you unlock or probably something more like a paid DLC down the line, who knows, but we finally have Super Saiyan 4, and that brings us to a bunch of other leaks. We got more information on the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero what ifs, a bunch of new ones that have come up to us by leakers, people who have been at the event recently that was all about Sparking Zero, and they took a couple of pictures, so we're going to go through each what if, and we're going to look at which ones we are going to see in this game, although it is fair to say that the game itself is going to allow you to create your own what ifs, but these are the ones that they already have cooked for us that are going to be playable in the story once the game is launched. So let's go ahead and jump right in. But before we do that, first give me your favorite what if that you know for Dragon Ball, the best one that you got. Let me know in the comment section below. And again, huge shout out to the Black Squad. Anybody who's been here since day one has hit that like button and commented. You guys are awesome. Let's go ahead and officially jump into these leaks. All of these are coming to us by PS360 HD2. Huge shout out to him. He does a lot of video game work for the Dragon Ball community, and I want to jump into the screenshots that he's taken or that he's found for these what if scenarios. Let's start small. The first one here is showcasing Yamcha with the long hair, so we're gonna get a what if with Yamcha at some level, whether he is the main character of Dragon Ball. Maybe we'll get like that what if spin-off Yamcha story that we got a while back in the manga. That could be also a possibility. So this one doesn't really tell us much, but this one showcases that Yamcha is going to be predominant in this what if. This one right here is very interesting because this is clearly a female in this screenshot, but not only is it a female, but it is a female that seems to be either going into Super Saiyan Blue or powering up. But the craziest part is that she is wearing Goku's gi. So I have two theories for this what if. First one being that this is going to be female Goku. Now that's going to be like the craziest what if, but they have years and years of different what ifs to take from the Dragon Ball community because the Dragon Ball what if community is huge and they've been making what ifs for years now. So this is one of the more popular ones, and even for me that I created a lot of different videos on mangas, fan mangas people have created, the female Goku one is something that the fandom has talked about at length. So that could be a possibility, but one that I think is a really awesome what if, and it's a fan manga that I covered and finished entirely a few years back. I think this could possibly be what if Goku trained Caulifla, and because this looks like it's Earth, and it's a female Saiyan, it's a female, but with Goku's gi. What if we have Caulifla here, but in the Goku gi? That would be pretty cool if they had different quote-unquote skins or different outfits for each character based on the story and the manga, maybe fusions and different Dragon Ball outlets, but also what ifs. That would be great. This one's probably one of the more interesting ones, and I have no idea what's going on here, but this looks like Goku and Perfect Cell teaming up. They're literally side by side. This is definitely Cell's stance when it comes to he's about to fight. He doesn't really do too much, but Goku, this is absolutely Goku's stance. This is Goku about to fight. Who are they fighting in this what if? I can only imagine, because Goku's only in Super Saiyan and this is still the Cell saga, this could possibly be what if Frieza returned during this time period. They're facing off against Frieza. And I'm talking specifically like if Resurrection of F happened earlier, or what could be even more interesting than that to me, because I don't think that Cell would face off against Frieza like that. What would be more interesting would be what if Bojack attacked Earth? And now Cell, has to face off against Bojack because of the fact that he's interrupting his games or something. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But, I think that Perfect Cell and Goku combined versus Bojack, I think that would be a very overpowered duel for Bojack to even be able to contend with. I like this one because this one's such a deep cut for What If. It would take so much for this to happen, but this is what if the Z fighters face off against each other in the Cell game. So instead of them facing off against Cell, this one is just them facing off against each other. And the reason I'm saying this kind of like a very deep cut is because of the fact that you would have to have Cell change his complete outline for the tournament. Instead of them facing off against him, he would have to preemptively be like, hey, you guys have a chance to face off against each other, and then the winner will face off against me, which obviously in this scenario would be either Goku or Gohan, but still very interesting. Probably not my favorite, but very interesting. Now this one is very layered. If you can kind of see it here, this is Earth, and this is Raditz. Looks like he's talking to Nappa and Vegeta. So it's Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta on Earth, which to me means that Raditz survived Piccolo's attack or called off his attack on Goku and Piccolo, or didn't take Gohan, and so he is actually, reporting back to them about what he found. Or even more interesting is that all of them come to Earth first, and that would be completely overpowered because Goku would not stand a chance at all. But if this is that Raditz survives, that means Goku survives. That means Goku never goes to King Kai's planet, meaning that he never learns Kaioken or becomes stronger, and so he can't really face off against Vegeta and Nappa. Either way, this one's interesting and very layered because there's a lot of different avenues that it can go. The biggest problem with this one is Goku and Piccolo always lose, and Nappa, Vegeta, and Raditz always win. Alright, so we are straight up in Dragon Ball KAKUMEI. This is Dragon Ball KAKUMEI territory right here. This is if Whis trained Trunks and Goten. If you have not read Dragon Ball KAKUMEI, this literally happens in Dragon Ball KAKUMEI, making both of these two guys into Super Saiyan gods, and then showing that they are stronger together, but they are far more diverse and powerful apart, essentially, is what ends up happening. I don't know if that's the direction this is going to go in, but I think it would be cool to see them both train under Whis from a very young, early age, because if this was a scenario that actually happened, I would imagine that Trunks and Goten would become far more powerful than even Goku and Vegeta ever could be if they trained and dedicated themselves at this early of an age to Whis. And lastly, one more confirmation for GT characters, and we have it right here in this corner. It looks like this is Great Ape Baby Vegeta, so yes, we will be getting some Dragon Ball GT in the game, at least it looks like from the start. So they could be unlockable characters, or they haven't come up with the Dragon Ball GT trailer yet, but I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see what they are going to add, and honestly, I can't wait to make some Goku gets trapped in the hyperbolic time chamber what ifs when I finally get the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.